What's up, everybody? We're fucking back. We're playing more tournaments. You know the vibes. We do this shit every fucking day. This time, the goal is to try and turn a $22 buy-in into possibly a 10K plus profit. Playing in a $22, 100K guaranteed PKO tourney. Oh my god. This video, day one, it's a 2-day tournament, so we're not finished yet. But we killed fucking day one. We're gonna start off day two with like a top 50 stack, I want to say, probably. It was insane. Started off crazy slow, didn't really get any hands, just went up and down from starting stack. It was really getting fucking annoying. Thought I was gonna have to rebuy. And then, we just started taking some risks. We started playing good fucking poker, and we took that shit down. Alright, fuck all that. If you guys like the video, leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, share it. We're trying to grind here. We're October coming up, we're going to play at the WSOP circuit down in Harrah's. And then November, we're going to play at WPT in Jacksonville. So we got some big fucking things coming up, baby. Leave a comment down below. Like the fucking video. That's all I'm asking for. That's all. Let's get into it. Alright, here we go. Literally, like our second or third hand of the frickin' session, we get dealt a decent enough hand, I feel like, to defend in the big blind, especially 200 bigs deep. Like, it feels way too nitty here for me to fold to any raise that's minimal, like the one we just saw now with 2 big blinds. Definitely calling here all day. Obviously situations change as tournaments get deeper and deeper. Like if we're sitting on 30 bigs, then we're not doing what I just did here. But fortunately for us, we do flop top pair with a backdoor straight draw. So, we got a ton of equity on this board. If he has a better king, he has a better king. This brings in the gut shot. Now we could get an 8 for the straight. He checks it back, so that kind of lets me know that he probably does not have a king. So we could fire out small here, just, 5 bigs, see what he has, see what he's working with. And the fact that he didn't snap call just instantly tells me that he doesn't have a king, and he folds. So we're good. Beautiful. Moving on to our next hand, next notable hand. Oh, we got ace-king, baby. Hell yeah. Level 1, let's just say level 1 went pretty good. We won a good amount of pots. We got some decent cards. And then the shit show came, which you guys will see pretty soon. It was a rough ride to get to where we were, which is pretty fucking amazing. And, we get big boy bet. Big boy 3-bet from our opponent. He leads again for 14 big blinds, but there's so much in the middle. That doesn't really seem like a value bet. It seems like a weak ass C bet. So I just decided, you know what? I got 2 overs. Like, fuck it. Let's put them all in. And it worked. And you can see me doing my little dumbass celebration there. That's going to come back to bite me in the ass soon enough. I get pocket aces on this next hand. Obviously, we're raising, later in tournament. Definitely can just limp here to just, trap and induce a bluff. Or just induce a raise, whatever, all that good shit. You guys know what the hell I'm talking about. We just out here winning money, having a good time. Like, unfortunately, I didn't have no beer in this freaking session. But honestly, I think I play better with no beer. So I think that might have to start being the move. But anyways, moving on to our next notable hand. As you guys can see, it didn't really get any action on that pair of aces. Probably should have just checked the flop. But with the 2 spades out there, definitely kind of just wanted to get some value. Didn't want him to catch up, maybe possibly get runner, you know what I mean? But on this next hand, we have queen jack suited. Don't really have anything on this board. We do turn a flush draw, but that's really it. No straights are out there for us. He definitely has a king when he's betting like this. And we do not get there, unfortunately. The straight draw does get in. So I could possibly try to play this off and, maybe play it off that I have 9-10, but I don't think so. I called both bets, and when he checks it back, I instantly just am hating life because when he flips over nines, I know I fucking could have got him off of that hand with a third barrel on the river. But I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, he might have called. He might have called with the if I would have overbet. So you know, it is what it is. We chipped down a little bit, kind of back down to like starting stack, I believe, maybe a little bit over. But we get ace jack off in the big blind. We raise it up. Buttons three bets to six big blinds, small blind and I call, and the cutoff goes all in. I'm not putting my tournament life on the risk with ace jack. I think about it for a second, but you know, won't lie to you guys. My bankroll, you guys see that number on the bottom? It does say 10,323. That is my profit for the year. That is not my bankroll. I will be very transparent with you guys. All that money has gone towards, you know, bills, vacations with my wife, you know, paying what the fuck did I just get? Oh, I just got a tattoo, like, you know, like I've done shit with that money. Basically every time I win a tournament, I kind of start back from zero. Won't lie. I kind of and I like doing it. I enjoy the challenge. But hold up, before I get to that, we got Jack Queen here. We have a straight draw up and down. Can hit a nine or an ace. Pair of tens out there. I think I can go for a bluff here. Just 33% of the pot. And see if we could just take this pot down right here. I could possibly be no, not really. Not really. Tens is gonna be hard to be in my range. Tens are gonna be really hard to be in my range betting from under the gun. Alright. Flushes, brick outs. There is a straight. No, there aren't. There's no straights out there. Possible boat. I lead out for seven, basically eight big blinds. He thinks about it for a little bit and eventually puts in the call because he has the king. And yep, we lose some money that way. So that's not fun. We're down to 50 bigs at the 100, 200 level. So right back down to starting stack after pretty much grinding for 4 levels trying to get 3,000. Crazy, right? That's poker. That's tournament poker for you, you know? You make some mistakes. I, if anything, I feel like if I was gonna barrel on that river, it had to be way bigger. Couldn't. Whoa! Sorry about that. Goddamn computer screen just blacked out for some reason. I don't know. I was like, what the hell happened here? All right. Moving into our next little blunder of the tournament because you know I kind of let emotion take over here. It kind of went on tilt. You know, I'll be honest about it. Played some hands I definitely should have had no business being in, like right here. This is definitely, I can defend this hand. I can just cold call, see a flop. But I do something really stupid. I 3 bet to 5.7, and both players call, I believe. If not, yeah, both players called. And we completely brick on the flop. We do hits somewhat of a straight draw. Need to be runner runner. I bet again like a fucking come mierda. And both players call again, so you know, feeling pretty stupid. Turn is a four of diamonds. Now there's two flush draws out there. And the river is a three of hearts. Flush completes. I have 0% on this board. Only way I'm winning is by bluffing and bluffing big. But he leads out for 20 big blinds. He was probably bluffing himself, if we're being honest. He probably had a pair of jacks or something. But I don't beat a pair of jacks. What am I going to do? And shit, if I put him all in and he calls me, that's it. Tournament life's over. That's it. We're down to 7,200. 3K off a starting stack. Not the best. Even right here. You see how you guys see me? Look, this one's brutal. This one is brutal. Oh man, I remember this one. So queen six spades in the small blind. This is definitely a fold facing a raise from early position. Like, it definitely is. I have no doubt in my mind that it is. But then the flop comes. Ace, 8, deuce, 2 spades. Hating life right now. You guys can see it in my face. I'm just sitting there like, I know it. I know the spade's coming on the turn. These guys lead out small again. And there it is. Basically the second nut flush. And now what happens here just leads me to believe definitely would have won the pot. And I'm looking at those big blinds. Not brick 9 on the river. This guy won with ace 4 off. Like, that's just insane to me. You know what I mean? Guys playing, calling a six big blind 3-bet with ace 4 off. That just blows my mind. I understand this is a bounty tournament. There's, there's money when you knock somebody out. Like, there's all that good stuff. But this wasn't a knockout situation. He still has a healthy ass stack. Like, that just tells me, like, I know I could take your chips later on when I do get that pot. And eventually, I don't think I did because it's online, so you get moved from table to table. But shit, I mean, look, guys, we're getting dealt shit cards, you know? We get Jack Deuce in the big blind. We just check, there's no need to put more money in, but for whatever reason, on a very dynamic board, I decide to lead out for more money with middle pair, even though ace queen is definitely a possibility, ace king is a possibility, king 9, king 8, king 7, all that shit from the button. And then the queen completes the flush draw. And what does he have? 2 pair. So luckily we chop. Either way, still a bad play. Still, stupid decision making. No, don't really know what I'm thinking there. We're down to 22 bigs at this point, sitting with ace 7 on the button. And I mean, shit. We're in level 7 of the tournament at this point. It's 10-minute levels. This is not like live, playing with 30-minute, hour long levels. Like, we need it. Early stages, you gotta build the stack fast. If not, then you're fucked. Luckily, I mean, shit, I know how to navigate with a short stack. I know when to push shove and, all that shit. Thankfully for us, with ace 7, we flop a set, with two clubs out there, 1 spade. So that's not the best. But I mean, we're grinding. We got a healthy stack and shit. And thankfully for us, this player leads out for 4 big blinds. And I do something stupid out of trying to get money too quick. I raise him to 11 big blinds, basically just exposing my range and letting him know that I have an ace. And I mean, shit, it is what it is. We still took down a pot. And 2 hands later, we get pocket queens. So, you guys see me, I get a little excited right here, start flexing, so we're feeling good right now, you feel me? Like, I wasn't getting any action before this, guys, I'm telling you. I got dealt, what did I get dealt? I got pocket 9s, no action. Ace king, no action. What else? Uh, Pocket 8s, no action. Ace queen, no action. Literally just taking down the blinds and then just losing other pots. It was just ridiculous. And even here, you guys can see my reaction. Just ridiculous. No action from nobody. So right here, this was a very interesting hand. I got pretty pissed off. I was like, you know what, fuck it. Nobody's gonna call me. I'm just gonna keep taking down blinds. So I decide to raise again, cause fuck it, why not? 5-6 suited, and then here we go. The whole table, freaking basically half the table decides to fucking call me, and we're feeling a little pissed off. Look at me. Yeah, see, look, I'm like, shit. I get no action with queens. I get no action with aces, 9s, ace, king, nothing. But with 5-6, here come all the callers. And then, thankfully, the poker gods are feeling our frustrations. They're like, you know what? Let's give this guy a break. And we flop a combo draw, a straight draw. Gut shot to 7, and a flush draw. These guys have queen 10. We instantly turn the fucking nuts, and to top it off on that, we get a 7. 7 on the river, too. So beautiful. We love it. We're up to 26th place. Like, look at that. All in what? Well, not all in what. That shit took us a minute. I'm not gonna lie. It was a struggle. And I was getting pretty pissed off, but we're feeling good. You know, we're in 24th out of whatever that number is. We got pocket jiggities. We raise it up. And we flop a set. Obviously, I just do it, small bet. Try to get him to call. Turn is 4 of diamonds. Don't really think I'm going to be able to get his bounty, if we're being honest. I think he's probably going to fold to really any bet, but just in case, he does have 1 diamond in his hand, I want to get him off that hand now and just go for it all. He doesn't have that much money. Now we got ace queen. We're finally, the poker gods are looking favorably upon us after a little bit of a struggle. We've actually had a pretty decent week. We won a 1K freeze out a few days ago. Not that much money. It was $400 for first place, but hey, $400 or $400. It was a $5 buy-in. So good money. Good money. That good carola, You know what I mean? But what else? What else did we do? We final tabled a 2K tournament. We final tabled. What else did we final table? We won a sit and go for $20. $20 was a buy-in. We won like 80. I mean, it's been a decent week. I'm not gonna lie. It hasn't been like anything crazy. Not like not 8K wins or $1,500 wins like in past months. But I mean, shit. We're grinding. We're making money. Making that money. Next hand, in the small blind, we got ace 10 suited. Obviously, we're sitting on 78 big blinds, sitting in 25th place. Chilling, baby. Doing good. Doing good, building a stack, building a healthy stack too. See, what happened last time was, because this is a weekly tournament, so they do this 100K tournament, they do every single week. If you guys want to play it, it's on Club WPT Gold. I am not a fucking ambassador, but I have to say this website has insane tournament guarantees. Every Sunday they have $100 tournament, $110 tournament, where first prize is usually like 35K, something like that. It's like a 250K guarantee. But that's besides the point. Fuck. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So last time I played this tournament, we got dealt pretty good cards, but we ran good the whole 2.5 hours, first 2.5 hours of the tournament. And then I got dealt pocket queens, and somebody with about a little bit more than half of my stack decided to go all in, and I called him, and he had pocket aces. It basically crippled my stack. But I mean, it is what it is. Shit, I still finished pretty high in that tournament, made like $150. But moving on. This hand was a fucking insane one. I punted off so hard here and sucked out so fucking badly. You guys have no idea. So I raise, from where am I? The hijack. From the hijack, Queen 10 suited, my favorite hand. Anyways, we flop top pair. We're gonna check it, always gonna check probably most of our range here, out of position. And then the cutoff leads for 17 big blinds basically. This just seems like a flush draw to me, or ace king. I put him all in. He snaps it off. He has fucking aces. Again, I run into the same situation. But we turn a goddamn queen. We take it down, knock his ass out, and get a fucking bounty on top of it, baby. Look at those big blinds. Oh, man. Beautiful. And then here we have another situation. Again, guys, like I said, this is my fucking favorite hand. For a reason. Not usually, I won't say usually. I would say I probably win about 60% of the time when I play this hand. Can't explain it, don't know why. It just always happens. usually around that rate. Anyways, we're in the big blind, 10 queen of spades this time. Shit. What are we gonna do? Obviously, we're gonna fucking 3-bet here. To 5.2, nothing serious, nothing serious. I think I could go a little bit bigger here, maybe just to get the pot a little bit bigger, maybe isolate the field. Anyways, the same fucking scenario. We flop top pair with a flush draw out there. This time we lead out for 16 bigs, and God, could you imagine if I ran into aces again? Anyways, we wait for a little bit. He decides to basically go all in. We put him all in. He flips over the flush draw, like I thought. And what happens? We hold, baby. Let's fucking go. Another bounty, another 100 big blind pot coming our way. We had 170 big blinds at that point. Obviously, levels change, but we have about 130K in the stack right now. Feeling good. We're feeling like we're gonna fucking dominate this shit and go into day two with a monster fucking stack, which we end up doing. Not as healthy as I wanted to be. I wanted to be over 200K, but we finished at 181K, and we have way more than enough fucking big blinds to maneuver on day two. 3-bet bluff, open wider, all that good stuff. So definitely happy with the result here. Not to mention, we also took down $100 in bounties. So we're basically free rolling the rest of this. We already profited big time. Minimum cash is like $2 over buy-in or like $4 over buy-in. So that's never the goal. I don't want you guys to ever think I'm ever going for min cashes, because I'm not. That's why you guys might see I gamble a little bit more than I should have, or I play some hands that I shouldn't. But I don't play poker off based just solely off of fucking charts and GTO and all that shit. It's not how I play. I play on gut gut instinct as well. Obviously, I follow charts too. I'm not just gonna go playing any single two cards willy nilly. But like if the other day, when was it? Oh, last 2 weeks ago when I played in the 100K, the same tournament, but day two. I started off with 14 bigs. Eventually, I built my stack up to about 45 bigs, and then I had pocket aces. I called a 20 big blind all in. He had a $40 bounty on his head, so obviously it doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter who has what big blinds or what the situation is. Pocket aces is always going to be a call. But anyways, he flipped over queens. He flopped a queen. I never got the ace, so it is what it is. That brought me back down to can't remember. It was around like 20 big blinds. But next hand, we in the big blind with 5-3 off. Obviously, this is a fold. You're not supposed to play this hand, especially facing a raise from under the gun. But under the gun raise to 2 big blinds. Middle position called. It's only 1 big blind more. Fuck it, right? Like, you already got money in the middle. And something about this just told me, call. Oh, hold on, let me put a pause on that right quick. So this is where I kind of fucked up a little bit. Really, I don't think so. Personally, I think I'm making this call any day of the week. Ace Jack with a monster stack, 100 big blinds basically. In the last level of the day, we're obviously going to call this off any fucking day of the week. We're just waiting to see what the rest of the table does. Because if any one of these bigger stacks decides to go all in, then we have an easy fold. You get what I'm saying? But I've already shown aggression. With the 3-bet. So we snap call. He has queens. We flop a jack, but don't ever get there, and we lose a good part of our stack. Not really too much. We only go down to 6th place. We still have, at that point, I think we had like 190,000, and then here I kind of make a little bit of an oopsie again. I think I was trying to win some of that money back. I definitely should have just played it cool. Flop comes ace king 4. rainbow, 2 overs to my 7s. They both check. And realistically, I should just check this back and look for a free card. But I decided to lead out for basically 5 big blinds. And my opponent comes along for the call. Turn is the 3 of spades, bringing in the flush draw and possibly a straight, but 2-5 is, shit's not happening. And then 2 of spades comes in. Decided to lead out again. I don't think this was high enough. Probably could have gotten him to fold with something else. But he shows a pair of aces, you know, ace jack. It is what it is. Go down to 7th place. That puts us at, let's see, 68 big blinds times 2,400 is, I think, like 150K, something like that. 68 times 2,400, yeah, 163K. So we got another pretty big hand, ace king suited, and we flop top pair with the backdoor flush draw, 8 of hearts out there, 2 spades. Lead out again for 3 big blinds. This is, I don't know. I think my mind wasn't right after losing that hand with 7s. I definitely should have just checked here and let these guys bet, and then maybe I could have got some more value, picked up some more blinds. But with that being said, there you guys go. I mean, shit. We're going into day 2 with 181K in the stack. And, I mean, we got, like, it's going to be like 60 or 65 big blinds. We got a healthy stack to fucking take this shit down. It's 10K up top, plus bounties. Let's fucking go. I'll see you guys next fucking week. Alright, like I said, guys. Made a few mistakes there at the end, you know. I think calling that ace jack off and going for that bounty was definitely the right move. I knew he had some type of pocket pair. Didn't think it was going to be as strong as queens. I thought it might have been like 8s or 9s, maybe 10s. Maybe even ace king, to be honest. But you know what? I'm happy. The last time we went into this shit, we started off with a fucking... What did we start off with? I think we started off day 2 with like 13 bigs, and we finished in 50th place. Now we're going to start off day 2 with like 65 bigs, 60, 65 around there. And, I mean, shit. You know, I've proven I could dominate these fucking fields. Like, this is nothing to me. Guys, like, I'm telling you, we are on the climb. We are on the rise. We're at 10K plus profits for the year. I never thought I would get that far. It's, you know, as far as the YouTube and everything goes, like, I mean, it's been a slow grind, but I don't care. I love doing this shit. I love playing poker. I love playing cards. I'm going to play more live games. I promise. It is just very difficult for me right now. You know, I got work. I got all these other things going on. And I'm in Orlando, so the closest poker room to me is about an hour away each way. It's either one in Orange City or the Hard Rock over in Tampa. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to Orlando or Tampa, but the traffic over here is fucking ridiculous. It's not worth driving an hour and a half of my time to play 1-2 when I can just do that shit right here on my computer, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's it for the fucking video. Sunday, we're going to be back. Probably going to live stream it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Sunday, we're playing day 2. We're going to take that shit down and take down this motherfucking money. Let's go, baby.